be. We have so much to learn from our grandparents, and it is a blessing that we get to live more comfortable lives than the ones that they had. I would now like to invite Homenetmen San Francisco Scouts to present their message, presented by Alina Minassian, followed by Sanan Panosian, a representative from the AYF-SF Rostom chapter, for brief messages.
Իմ անունը Alina Minassian է եւ շատ հպարտ եմ, որ կանգնած եմ ձեր առջևը։ Իմ եւ ձեր բոլորիս ներկայություն խոսք կփաստե, որ Թուրքիան չհաջողեց ջնջել հայ ազգը։ I am honored to be standing here today as a Homenetmen scout, for it is proof that Turkey failed. Homenetmen is an organization that brings the Armenian diaspora together for athletics and scouting. For those of you who do not know, in Scouts we call each other Kuder and Yefbarner. This translates to sisters and brothers. After the genocide, there were thousands of orphans in Armenia who were traumatized by the immense amounts of carnage they had witnessed. They were terrified and alone. The founding fathers of what is now known as Homenetmen used scouting to take many of these orphans in an effort to make them feel less displaced and part of the family again. They had them call each other brothers and sisters. The Armenian spirit has overcome and persevered over some of the most horrifically brutal and disparaging events in world history. These orphans were welcomed into scouting with warm hearts and open arms. As William Soroyan's poem states, for when two of them meet anywhere in the world, see if they will not create a new Armenia. This small act displays the brotherhood and sisterhood of all Armenians. To this day, when meeting scouts from all around the world in places like Greece, London, Lebanon, or Israel, we call each other brother and sister. This is proof that Turkey failed. As many of you have noticed, during the opening ceremony today, our young Cub Scouts placed carnations below the cross. We had scouts from our San Francisco chapter, as well as Walnut Creek and Santa Clara, each write their own promise regarding the Armenian genocide. Promises include, I promise to keep fighting for justice, and I pledge to keep the memory of my ancestors alive. Millions of people from all over the world have placed these same carnations in Armenia at the Genocide Memorial Zizer Nagapert. These flowers are laid around the eternal flame that burns in the center of the memorial, symbolizing not the pain and victimization of Armenia, but instead the rebirth of a country which could have easily collapsed had it not been for the immaculate spirit of the Armenian people. Next week, for April 24th, Yefbar Nadel Ghazarian and I will be, thank you, and I will not only be going to Zizer Nagapert, but we will be taking these same flowers with us to Armenia. Our sister chapter from Chadhan Savan, Armenia, will be presented with these carnations inscribed with promises from halfway around the world. They will then lay them at the memorial, watching the flame burn brighter as the diaspora has proven by connecting with one another that the spirit of the Armenian people and their hope is brighter than ever. Homenetmen's motto, Partatir Partatur, translates to elevate yourself and elevate others with you. We must all work hard together to ensure justice. The Armenian diaspora, though spread far and wide throughout the world, has not forgotten. We will never forget 1915, and we will continue to fight denial. Elevate yourself and others along with you. As the diaspora, we are all brothers and sisters. That is why it is imperative to continue to demand justice for what happened. I'm thrilled to see many non-Armenians here today because we are all brothers and sisters of the world. For you, whose ancestors may not have been part of the sordid slaughters of the genocide, to show compassion and to demand justice truly shows how important it is that we all work together as one to make sure no country or no group of people will suffer to that extent ever again. The fact that genocide recognition is now front-page headlines throughout the world is proof that Turkey failed. We are taking these flowers to Armenia and paying our respects to our ancestors by ensuring them that their descendants have not forgotten their heritage. The Armenian spirit is still alive and well. We are not victims. We are stronger than ever and have shown our strength with the rebirth of our country. Whether we are living in Yerevan or if we are all the way in San Francisco, we are here. The diaspora is still here. We will demand justice and we will never forget. Մենք կանգ, կլինենք եւ կշատանանք։